you're alone, and suddenly, your mind won't shut up. Every mistake you've made, every conversation you wish you could redo, every fear about tomorrow, it's louder when no one else is around, and you can't escape it. Loneliness doesn't just hurt. It makes you think in circles. It turns small problems into catastrophes. It replays your failures like a broken record. And the more you think, the lonelier you feel. The lonelier you feel, the more you think. The Stoics knew this trap well. Seneca wrote from exile. Epictetus lived in chains. Marcus Aurelius ruled alone, and they all discovered the same truth. Loneliness feeds overthinking, but discipline starves it. Today you're going to learn why your mind spirals when you're alone, and more importantly, how to break the cycle using ancient Stoic discipline that actually works. 1. Loneliness removes your external anchors. When you're around people, your mind has something to focus on: conversations, tasks, reactions. But when you're alone, there's nothing to hold on to. So your mind goes inward, and that's where the danger starts. Because you're in a world, left unchecked, isn't peaceful. It's chaos, doubts, regrets, worst-case scenarios, and without external anchors, you drown in it. Marcus Aurelius understood this. He wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, not the quantity, the quality." A Stoic understands that the mind needs direction. Without it, it will feed on itself. So here's the truth. Loneliness doesn't create the overthinking. It reveals it. The noise was always there. You just had distractions covering it up. 2. Your mind fills silence with stories. Your brain hates empty space. So when you're alone and quiet, it starts making things up. It tells you stories about what people think of you, what's going to go wrong, why you're not enough. And here's the problem. You believe them because they sound like you, they feel like truth. But they're not. They're just noise pretending to be wisdom. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The loneliness isn't the problem. Your reaction to it is. A disciplined mind knows the difference between a thought and a fact, and it refuses to give power to stories. So when the stories start, name them. That's a story. That's fear talking. That's not real. Separate yourself from the noise and watch it lose its grip. 3. Discipline gives your mind a job. Here's what discipline does. It takes your mind off autopilot and puts it to work. It gives it something real to focus on, something concrete, something that moves you forward instead of dragging you down. When you're lonely and your mind starts spiraling, the worst thing you can do is sit there and let it. The best thing you can do is move, act, do something hard. Seneca wrote, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. Not tomorrow, now, this moment." A strong man chooses action over analysis, because action silences the noise. So when the overthinking starts, do one push-up, write one sentence, clean one corner. It doesn't matter what it is. Just do something that requires focus. Give your mind a job, and it will stop eating itself. 4. Structure breaks the loop. Loneliness thrives in chaos, but discipline thrives in structure. And structure is the weapon that breaks the overthinking loop. When your day has no shape, your mind wanders. And when it wanders alone, it goes to dark places. But when your day has structure, your mind has a path, and paths lead somewhere. Marcus Aurelius had routines. Wake up, meditate, work, train, reflect, not because he loved rules, because he knew his mind needed them. A disciplined mind knows that freedom without structure is prison, and structure without purpose is slavery, but structure with purpose is peace. So, build a simple routine. Same wake time, same workout time, same work time, same wind down time. Let the structure hold you when loneliness tries to pull you under. 5. Connection starts with self-respect. Here's the hard truth. You don't overthink because you're lonely. You overthink because you don't respect yourself enough to stop. You let your mind attack you. You let it replay your failures. You let it convince you that you're not enough, and you do nothing about it. But a Stoic doesn't tolerate disrespect, not from others, and not from himself. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Your mind is yours, not the other way around. And the moment you take it back, everything changes. A strong man chooses self-respect over self-destruction, and self-respect starts with discipline. So decide right now, your mind doesn't get to bully you anymore. When it starts the spiral, you interrupt, you redirect, you take control, because you're not powerless, you're undisciplined, and discipline changes everything. Loneliness isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. It shows you what your mind does when no one's watching, and that's where the real work begins. The Stoics weren't lonely because they had no one. They were alone because they chose strength over distraction. They built discipline in the silence, and from that discipline came peace. You don't need someone else to fix your mind. You need to stop abandoning yourself. Stop letting your thoughts run wild. Stop waiting for the noise to stop on its own. Take control. Build structure. Choose action. And watch the overthinking lose its power. A disciplined man doesn't fear loneliness. He uses it to build, to grow, to become unshakable. If this resonates, subscribe. More real philosophy is coming. Drop a comment and tell me which point hit hardest. Let's break this cycle together. Now go, choose discipline, and take your mind back.